Closing down in the midst of pain is a denial of a man's true nature. A superior man is free in feeling and action, even admits great pain and hurt. If necessary, a man should live with a hurting heart rather than a closed one. He should learn to stay in the wound of pain and act with spontaneous skill and love even from that place. The Way to the Superior Man, David Dita. I remember when I was younger, I used to be I used to get really upset when my ex-girlfriend at the time, or ex-girlfriend now, um we both had 8th grade biology together, and I remember dreading going to class because I had this friend named, let's call him Elijah, and Elijah would um Loki, he wouldn't be flirting or anything like that, and Loki, props to him, he was Loki a Chad. He's the only reason I dated that girl, and but the only thing was, like, she was too touchy, too playful, especially with guys and stuff like that. I didn't like that, and I was really jealous, really insecure, and I didn't really have the balls to go tell her straight up, like, "Hey, can you stop doing this?" or "Hey, can you stop doing that?" Because I felt like she was, I felt like she wouldn't like me as much, you know. So every day when I would go to class for 5 days straight, I would physically go numb and mentally be somewhere else in the class period because we all had the same class period together. Okay. I sat right here and they sat together right there. And I, growing up my entire life, I didn't really know how to talk to my girlfriends or anything like that, like, especially with multiple people around, because I felt like I was two different people. And I guess that's kind of my fault, right? Because I never had the confidence or anything like that to go up and go talk to her one on one, or like in front of a group of people. And I was very looked up upon by my friend groups. Like, they loved being around me. They loved coming up to me and hanging out with me, but also my girlfriend did too. And I low key, I didn't want her around like 24/7, and it kind of got annoying trying to juggle the both of them at once. But the point is that I would just act like I was tired waiting for because at the end of the class period, all three of us would walk out to the front of the school and wait for my mom to pick me up. And most of the time she was like playing with Isaiah and like messing around with him. And I remember one day I just got numb. Like, I was like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't want to be here right now. I don't want her to be here, and I don't want him to be here. It's like one or the other has to go, and it kind of like pissed me off and made me sad. And then eventually I broke up with her. I think it was like 2 3 months later I broke up with her, and then like the same day I got back with her because I told her how I felt. No, not the same day, like I think 2 days after I broke up with her. And Monday came around and we were at school. Then I had a dentist appointment. Then I saw her, and she was skipping class because she wasn't that good of a student. Low key, I respect that. Rules are meant to be broken. I skipped class a lot during my senior year and junior year, so I don't blame her. And yeah, and it all stemmed from the limiting belief that she wouldn't like me anymore if I told her how I felt. And I've mainly blamed social media for that, because all these guys on social media are like, be stoic, be like a freaking rock or anything like that. But sometimes you have to tell her straight up. You have to be confident enough to go and say something to her. And I felt like I would have said something way sooner if I didn't shut off and I didn't distance myself or go hiding someplace when it came to um, confronting a situation like that when I didn't feel good. And like, she could tell when I would go numb and like I wouldn't be there and I would just be sad. And Elijah did too. So so I respect him for that. And yeah. So basically, if I went ahead shutting down and gone numb and avoided the situation, I would have got it fixed way sooner and probably had a better relationship, better friendship, and overall better time. But I wasted like 2 months saying something without to say something which you shouldn't be doing. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how um to actually deal with it and some tips on to not go numb and to actually fill it out and be present with your woman and find a solution to a situation that seems inevitable or something that hurts you, right? So here are some tips if your girl hurts you or if someone else or someone else and how you can better your chances on fixing your situation. First is to take a deep breath fully. So the next time you react to something, I want you to become aware of your body, your breath and eyes, okay? What do you notice? You probably notice some tightness in your stomach, back, shoulders, or neck, even in your chest. What's the best thing to do? It is to breathe as deeply as possible, right? Is to relax your body. The first thing to do is relax your body because the only reason you're reacting is because you're hurt. The only reason you want to close off is because you're hurt. Your body's going into fight or flight. The opposite of fight or flight is calm and rest and digest, obviously. But the best thing to do to help with that is breathing, right? All of these, I read a book about Think Like a Monk, and it talks about how these kids are like 7 years old and they're training to learn how to breathe properly because every time we react to something, our breath changes. A lot of people don't notice that, but um, it's true, right? The next time you get angry or frustrated or sad, your breath is always changing. When you're sad, your breath is more like shallow and you're more like hunched over more than anything. So the best thing to do is fix your breath right then and there. And by doing so, you're going to open up your body. And by opening up your body, you're going to relax, be more present in the moment, and calm your mind and body down. That's basically what's going to happen, right? You're not going to close off, freeze, or anything like that because that's a form of unskillful reaction and hurt. When you close off and unable to act, you are no longer a free man and you're trapped in your own tightness, right? The whole point is to release that tightness, fill it out, and come back to the present moment. The only way to open up your body fully is to open the front of your body, right? So use your diaphragm, breathe through your diaphragm, not through your chest, because a lot of people breathe through your chest like that is not helping anybody, okay? That's actually putting you more in fight or flight and you're gonna have less quality of sleep. You're gonna have more anxiety, more anxiousness because you're not breathing properly. You're in fight or flight. You don't feel good, and then when you don't feel good, your mind is gonna tell you, put an image inside of your head, in which you're gonna think of all this anxiety and negative stuff that's gonna happen in the future that you don't even know is gonna happen, right? If I was expecting the best for the future, I would be happy, confident, energetic, and really present, charismatic, and stuff like that. But if I was thinking something anxious, I would be more shy, more fearful, more in my head, anxious and closed off, right? So the whole point is to breathe so deeply that you can kind of like feel it in your balls, really, like go that deep. Imagine you're going that deep and you're filling up like a balloon. You're expanding, expanding, and then keep on going, and then breathe out fully. Make sure it's slow and not like too fast because a lot of people breathe too fast and they're in fight or flight 24/7. That's not good. And um look directly into the other person you're with. Feel your own pain and also feel the other person's pain as well. Only when the front of your body is relaxed and open, your breath is full and deep, and your gaze unguarded, directly connected to the other person, can your fullest intelligence manifest spontaneously in the situation. You must feel the entire situation with your full body. A closed body is unable to sense subtle cues and signals, and therefore unable to act with mastery in the situation. So basically, how I interpret this is um you're not really thinking rationally when you're in your head and tied off, closed off in the world. When you feel tight, you're going to be more in your head because you don't feel good. If you relax and like stare into the other person's eyes, feel their pain and feel the situation and calm and like feel the situation fully and like still calm down, then you would be able to use your creativity and your imagination and think rationally to provide a solution to the situation. And that's why it says act with mastery in the situation. Okay. The superior man practices opening up during times of automatic closure. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Help me by sharing the video with the boys and share it with somebody who you might think could help. Okay. This is very important, and I think a lot of guys should learn this very young, because if you can learn this young, you can do it automatically in the future when you're older. Okay. Imagine how much more success you can build if you just relax, calm down, think rationally, and you know, if you're with your girl and she hurts you or something like that, you can relax, breathe fully, and see how you can fix the problem. And if, but I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and share the video with the boys. And stay tuned. I'm gonna make more videos in the future, more consistently. And hell yeah, y'all have a great day. I love y'all. Bye.